Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to look at a reading text called Lessons from a Pottery Class. Let's see what this family experienced, and what they learned from their fun pottery adventure. The text tells us about a family who joined a pottery class in Japan. They learned how pottery is made, what it teaches you, and had a few surprises along the way. We'll go through the text together, and complete a mind map that summarizes their experience, focusing on key details and main ideas. Now, let's look at our reading skills focus. When you read, remember to identify key details from the text. These help you understand what's really happening. Next, use short answers to summarize the information. This shows you've understood the main points clearly. Also, try to understand the main ideas and themes. Think about what the text is really about beyond the details. And finally, look for key words that help you find details quickly and save time when reading. These skills will help you read more effectively and with better understanding. Let's go through the text together and complete the mind map that summarizes their experience. We recently went to a children's pottery class located in Moshiko, in Tochigi Prefecture. The quiet town, surrounded by fields, is something of a national center for all things pottery. It is famed for crafting distinct, country-style Moshiko yaki ceramics, since the 19th century. Among its most famous resident potters was the late Shoji Hamada, a designated living national treasure. It was a scheduled one-hour pottery class, and within minutes, all four of us were settling down to work in various corners. The girls were led to a table in the center, by a friendly teacher, who gave each of them a lump of clay. She asked them about their favorite things, and what they would like to make. As they slowly warmed up to their new friend, the girls revealed their desired creations, a heart, and a star. Then, they set to work, under the patient guidance of the teacher, and began to make flat slabs, slowly sculpting the edges, to form plates. Once they were finally happy with the shapes of their plates, they were presented with a bowl of wooden stamps, another kid's favorite, which they eagerly pressed into the surfaces of their plates, as final decorative flourishes. The hour passed quickly, and peacefully. Also, unusually for the girls, who normally require full-body showers, and total clothing changes after craft classes, the two were remarkably clean, aside from the odd grey smear on their tops, by the end of the lesson. This time, it was their parents, who got messy. As the children sat quietly at the table, we sat at nearby pottery wheels, where we found ourselves splashing one another with clay spray, as another teacher helped us shape various spinning creations with our hands. By the end of the class, we had learnt that pottery is not just about technique, it's an exercise in patience. The first point is the location. The pottery class was held in Moshiko, a quiet town in Tochigi Prefecture. This historic location has been a center for traditional pottery for generations. So, the correct answer is Moshiko. Next, what is Moshiko famous for? It's known for country-style Moshiko yaki ceramics, a traditional Japanese pottery that has been made since the 19th century. This distinctive style is beloved throughout Japan. So the correct answer, famed for country-style Moshiko yaki ceramics. Let's look at question 3. How long did the class last? It was a one-hour pottery class. Short but full of fun and learning. So, the correct answer is 1 hour. For question 4, the girls decided to make shapes they loved, a heart, and a star. Isn't that cute? So, the correct answer is heart and star. Now, let's take a look at question 5. What the girls actually made. The girls shaped the clay into plates, carefully sculpting the edges under the teacher's patient guidance. So, the correct answer is plates. Let's look at question 6. After shaping their plates, the family received a bowl of wooden stamps to decorate them. This was one of the kids' favorite parts of the experience. The stamps allowed them to add beautiful patterns and designs to their handcrafted plates, making each piece unique and personal. So, what they received after shaping their creations are wooden stamps. Who ended up getting dirty? Guess what? The girls actually stayed clean for once. It was their parents who ended up getting dirty with clay. A fun role reversal that brought laughter to the pottery studio. So, the correct answer is the parents, or the girls' parents. Finally, what they learnt about pottery. First, technique. Pottery requires skill and precision. Learning to shape the clay, control the pressure, and create the desired forms takes practice and careful attention to detail. Second, patience. The family learnt that pottery is not just about technique, it's an exercise in patience. Working with clay teaches you to slow down, focus, and appreciate the process. So, what did they learn? Pottery is not only about technique, it also teaches patience. That's such a beautiful lesson. Mind map summary. Here are some reading comprehension tips to help you understand texts better. First, look for key words. When you read, identify important words or phrases, such as names, locations, or time periods, that give you key information about the story. Next, focus on the main ideas. Don't get lost in every detail. Find the central theme, or message, what the text is mainly about, and what lesson is being shared. Finally, use short answers no more than 3 words or a number. When summarizing, or answering questions, keep your responses brief and focused. Include only the essential information, and avoid unnecessary details. Now, it's your turn to practice. Remember these key reading strategies, look for keywords and main ideas that help you understand the story better. Apply these skills by identifying key details in your next reading assignment. And don't forget, learning through experience helps too. Who knows? Maybe your next activity will teach you something new, like patience, just like a pottery class.